get started here. So what's going on? Cheers. Gonna keg the winter warmer. So I'm having a beer while I do that. Very impromptu live stream here. Don't expect a lot of participation tonight, but I didn't care. Just figured I'd live stream it anyways in case anybody hops in. So anyways, this is the winter warmer. And this is the keg washer. I gotta wash the keg. Yeah, we're gonna go through the keg washing and all that. I'm also gonna take a final sample here of the fermented beer. At this point, it is a beer, and see how it goes. So let's see what we hit target wise on this. What's up, Joe? I recognize that De Luna man. I'm assuming that's Joe. So, anyways, I'm gonna get the beer out of here, and we're gonna get it kegged. But first, I need to go ahead and clean some kegs. So I'm gonna flip the camera here over a little bit. So I'm gonna open up this keg washer. I got it from I want to say, I think it's a Kegland brand. Anyways, it's just kind of a thrown together washer they make. But we need to get my tubing connected, of course. Once I get that going, go ahead and put my little center washing dealio on here. I'm gonna put some OxyClean in here. Yes, I use OxyClean. And a little trick is I'm going to use the claw hammer controller to turn this thing on and off. Because all it is really, it's just it's just a switch that turns their little pump on and off. But I'm going to use it as a switch in a different way tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that guy on. Yeah. Can I get this unraveled or not? Man, fighting myself tonight. Another thing I need to do is get some really hot water in here real quick from the sink. And we'll go ahead and put the OxyClean in here as well. So I got OxyClean, PBW, whatever you got on hand. I know some guys say the OxyClean shouldn't use OxyClean. It's not the same, but it is pretty much the same. It's an oxygen-based cleaner. So just going to throw a couple of tablespoons in here to clean this keg. All right, let me get this filled up. I can't see the chat right now, but I will check it out here in a minute. I need to get myself another little screen or something on the side of the brew space. All right, we'll go fill this up with some hot water. I got my this little 4-gallon hot water heater I have in here is flippin'-tastic for this stuff, man. Yeah, it was you, Joe. I thought I recognized you, man. Yeah. What's going on in your world, man? I ain't talked to you in a long time. This is some really hot water. That water heater does a fantastic job, man. Let that continue filling up. So the keg is just a standard 5-gallon corny keg here. Just going to give her a bit of a bath. You know, she's used to have pumpkin ale in it, and so I want to sit and let it kind of wash real good. Degas it real quick. Actually, there's still gas in it. I guess I did that on purpose. I don't know. All right. That is good enough. One thing I do like about this keg washer is that you can clean your ball locks and everything on it at the same time, so you probably won't be able to see that too well. The camera I have right here is the Canon DSLR Canon camera, and the lens I'm using is not quite fisheye or wide or whatever you call it. So I'm gonna take these top parts off here, push down a little bit, up that, and that bad boy was sealed pretty good. So anyway, if you're new to home brewing or whatever, this is what a kegging at home looks like. Pop this pressure relief valve off. Kind of sticky from the old oil or lubricant that I use to seal the lid. That OxyClean will do a pretty good job on it. Go ahead and connect my liquid line and connect my gas line. Like I said, this will clean the gas posts and everything at the same time, so saves a lot of time on cleanup. Although you should once in a while not do that, but once in a while you should take your posts apart and still clean them. I just got beer all over my table. Or old yeast. Yeah. If I can get this position on here a little better. And then while this is washing, we can take a sample of our finished beer and see what the gravity is. All right. Let me clean this up. What a mess! Move some stuff around a little bit. Out of the way here. Hey, Brewing Bad, what's up, man? Just hanging out, kegging that winter warmer I brewed last weekend. But I'm gonna wash the keg first, so I'm setting up the keg washer here. I happen to get beer all over my table. That was not part of the plan, so now I need to wipe all that up. I keep plenty of rags around here, man. Oh my goodness, what a mess. Yeast. You know what I'm talking about. Big old yeast mess. Yeast and old fermented beer. Yeah, anybody who doesn't know, when you keg a beer, you still got yeast in the beer, and then when the beer cools down, all the yeast falls to the bottom of the keg. And yeah, throw that in the sink. Falls to the bottom of the keg and stays there, and that's why I use floating dip tubes in my kegs. So it's crystal clear beer from the first pour. It's kind of the opposite of it's quite the opposite of your standard dip tube in a keg, because you usually pour off the first pints, toss it. There we go. Damn, that was a pain in my rear, man. Usually toss the first pint when you use a regular dip tube, and then when you use a floating dip tube, you toss usually the last pint. So like I said, if you're just joining us, I'm using the calling hammer controller here to turn my washer on and off. And right now she's spraying up in there, good and hot, and cleaning the posts and beer line and all that at the same time. So yeah, let me see. It went away when you dropped the single camera. Wait a minute, let's see. The dual cameras, there's a bad echo. Hold on, let me fix that right quick. Sorry, dude. You're right. There it is. There's no double echo now. Or hold up. I do not see. You see a double echo now? You still hearing it? It went away on the single camera. I am not seeing. Okay, that should fix that, right? That better? All right. Joe says it's perfect. Greenbet says it's good now, but that was when I switched cameras. Okay, anyways. I have this two-step Pilsner I'm drinking right now. Figured why not. So anyways, let's go ahead and pull a sample out of this thing. And to do that, I need to sanitize my spigot, ball valve, whatever you want to call it these days. Go ahead and open this up. See what kind of spray pattern I got going on here. All right. So let's go ahead and, all right. Good old Star Sand. Let that work for a second. Although Star Sand technically has like a instant kill, they say, I still let it sit for just a couple seconds. Awesome. Okay. Audio's good. Cool. I'm letting this run for about 10 minutes or so. Go ahead and pull a sample of this beer. Ooh, she wants to fly out of there. Yep. Bit murky, but it's pulling a little bit of yeast from the bottom, I'm sure. And boy, made a mess. I'll show a couple. I don't know if anybody saw my posts on YouTube, Instagram. Clawhammer sent me a couple of things that I'm excited to try on my next batch of beer. So, anyways, that's what she kind of. She's a wee bit murky, but that's kind of normal when you're pulling it that first off that bottom. I mean, these are just conical on the bottom. Sometimes it depends on how aggressive the yeast got. You can have a good bit of yeast sitting in the bottom of there. But there's a little trick, man, like to degas this sample, because I have to degas the sample. I can't just shoot it through the easy dens. I have to try to get the CO2 out of here. So I do this like degassing technique where I put my thumb on the top, pull the plunger, and you'll see all the little bubbles. So I do this a few times until I have the desired least bit of bubbles in my sample here. It'll totally mess with the test results. But yeah, this is kind of tedious, but that's how it is with the easy dens. But man, that thing is, look at that. Damn. So much CO2 in this beer. Making a mess. All right, man. So I'm gonna do this a few more times. Normally when I shoot a video, I just show me doing this technique and then I don't bore you with it. Well, welcome to a live stream. Dang, look at that. Being agitated back and forth actually really gets that CO2 to pop out of there. There's quite a bit in here. In the live stream, I pitched a collected sample of USO5 from a prior beer because I didn't have any USO5 handy, and I pitched that. It was a very slow start, so I ended up ordering a few packs of USO5, and then I pitched one in there on top of that. And so I don't know how this beer turned out, but hoping it didn't screw things up. That's a nice color though. It's a lighter color than I don't know. For some reason I expected something a little darker. I don't know, but I don't know. I've had winter warmers that aren't dark, so. But gravity, we were like 0.01 above what it should have been, which if you saw the video, I had to top it up a little bit. Um, but it came out to what I was trying to do. So I'm gonna set the easy dins up here. See if you can see what I'm doing over here. No, you can't. Let's go back to the bigger one. Anyways, I'm gonna push this sample through the easy dins. And before I do that, let me connect to the software. Man, all our toys these days. All right, got it on the start measurement option here. And where did I put my little hose? Man, me getting that yeast all over the table just kind of screwed up my motif here. All right, I found it. My little spillover hose. Got to put this in, put it in the glass, take my little sample. We'll turn this little guy on, and it's on right now. Go ahead and push a sample through the sight glass inside, just like that. All right, now let's take a gravity, see where we're at on this. So this is okay. All right. That thing fermented down dry, really dry. 1008 or 1008. Wow. I don't think I've ever had a beer ferment down that far in a long time. Save this to the winter warmer. Go to my batches here. Let's see what this calculated out to. Final gravity, 1008. We had an 87% attenuation. That's not too bad. 7.2% ABV. Strong one, man. 7.2. I'm making sure I ain't missing y'all. So, anyways, 7.2, 87% attenuation, 1008 final gravity. All right. I'm going to push the rest of this beer through the easy dins, turn it off. I'm going to go ahead and clean it up. Now, that keg's been washing long enough. Myself a cup of fresh water here. Get myself a full injector full of fresh, clear water. All right. And to rotate the same glass here. All right, push water, fresh, clean water through. All right, now I need to push air through it. Do this 2 more times. This tool was not cheap, so man, I'm trying to take good care of it. All right, done with the measurements. Time to take this keg off and dump star sand, or cleaner, I should say. It's not actually star sand. All right. All right, let's go back. Time to turn off the pump here. And I need to empty this guy. So we'll be unplugging this keg washer frequently. Because I got to I just finished doing a wash on the keg. Now I'm going to do a rinse on the keg. And then I'm going to do a sanitize on the keg. So I'm going to take this over to the sink and dump it. I had other parts in there, but I think I managed to keep them in the buckets. Yes, I did actually manage to keep them in the bucket. I always forget they're in there, man, until I'm dumping this thing. Now I'm just going to do a cold water rinse. Get all the star sand out of my. I keep saying star sand. Get all the cleaner out of my. I'm not even using star sand tonight other than just the spray bottle. Brewer cleaning solution. That's what I meant to say. All right, let me fill this up real quick. Fresh water. Fresh rinse water here. So I'm just filling this up with fresh rinse water. Gonna put the cake through a rinse mode and then let it rinse for about 5 minutes or so. And then we'll sanitize it and then I'll put the beer in and we'll be done. We already took our gravity, we're good there. It's a hot beer, man, 7.2. It's a hot one. Uh I don't even know if they mention I don't this homebrew beer book, I don't even know if they mention um ABV in it at all. I don't think they even mention what it should finish out at. I'll dig it out here in a second and look. All right, that's good enough. Rinse time. Put this guy back on. Plug you back in over here. Back into the claw hammer connect controller. I'm gonna connect this gas back on there. Put this gas connect back on the gas line on the end. Liquid on the liquid side. Wipe this off. Set that there for now. All right, back on we go. I figured it'd be more fun just to stream it. I mean, I could have done this in the house too. Sometimes I just do my washing and kegging inside my house. So turn the rinse water on and let it rinse. All right. This is exciting. Need to top up my beer. Cheers to all of you who catches this later. Hmm. Back to while that's rinsing, back to see what they say. Yes, I don't know if they mentioned that the final gravity should be winter warmer. 150. Let's go back to the 150. Uh, yeah, they do actually. I finished at 10:08. They say 10:15. So it's hotter than the original Gravity. I think I had 1063 on the original final 10:08, 7.2% ABV, 82% flocculation. Not that anybody ever pays attention to their flocculation. Oh, how'd it go from good to poor? All right, we'll see if the stream catches up or not. It kind of tanked on me here. Guess what I get for changing internet companies. This thing's all over the place right now. All right, we'll see if this stays up. Man, my internet's kind of been up and down a little bit here all of a sudden. Kind of tanked on me and then it came back. So sorry about that, y'all. All right. Anyways, let's see if we can keep this going. Excellent connection according to YouTube, so whatever. We're done rinsing here. Let me disconnect this guy. Get the keg off. All right, let's go dump this bad boy. Trees outside are getting a good watering tonight. All right, let's fill you up with some fresh water again. This time I'm going to put iodophor or isostar, I should say, in there, or iostar. This stuff. Yeah, man. Sorry about that. I'm just not seeing your comment. I don't know how long ago you commented. The yeast, it um, it was very slow to start. I did kind of like a haphazard starter with it, anyways. I don't know if y'all remember. I had cut corners a little bit. You know, wasn't that I was being lazy. I just didn't plan ahead um enough, I should say. So basically, I had put like some corn sugar in there to kind of get the yeast excited, and they did flock. They started to flocculate a little bit in there, but not enough, I guess. They, yeah, it was not good, and I didn't want to sit there and, I mean, $4 packet of yeast. I'd rather just toss it in there, man. Then put a bunch of my beer down the drain, and we'll see how this turns out. All right. Got some IOStar in there. As you can see, nice tinted yellowish color. That's how it should look with any iodine-based sanitizer. So I'm gonna have to get a better mesh. I need to get a 6E mesh network connection set up out here. Right now, I'm running on plain old, uh, I think 2.5 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. Anyways, so I'm gonna keep streaming out here, especially since I switched internet carriers. I need to address that. All right, let's run the IOStar through there. See how that goes. All right, anybody in this room right now? I'm pretty sure the stream died and folks jumped out. Anyways, cheers. Almost done. Anyways, Clawhammer sent me their whirlpool arms. Here's a 20-gallon one, and here's a 10-gallon one. It's a little bit hold on a second. It's a little bit this one's taller because it's a taller kettle, obviously. And this one's shorter because it goes on the 10-gallon kettle, which is up there. I'm doing a conversion video on that here soon, converting that one. It's not very hard, just to a full-on electric setup. And I'll probably swap out the 20 for the 10 for a few videos. The 20 was overkill. I originally bought the 20-gallon one a long time ago because I anticipated doing barley wines, which take a lot of grain, um, that kind of stuff, or doing big batches. And so, yeah, let me see. Oh, you guys are back. Man, I got a brewing video coming up here I'm gonna do. I'm just checking my internet connection here. I don't know why it changed on me earlier. I'm gonna do a work. I got a beer that I'm gonna do that Under the Table Brewing. Nathan Peacock from Under the Table Brewing. He has his own beer called Dropkick Nate, and I have all the. I've had the stuff for it for a little bit, and only thing is I didn't want to. I wanted to whirlpool it properly, and when they came out with these, I asked for Kyle to send me some for demo purposes and stuff. Also, while I was at it, I think it's going to sanitize it. It's done sanitizing already, right? It just has to be touched once, but I'm just letting it run for a minute. Um, this is the regular spray valve that goes on top of your lid here. You know, usually the gasket, and then you screw this MPT fitting on top, and then your hose just quick connects on there. Well, now they make. I posted about it on Instagram earlier. They make 90s, so you could do a 90 on there. So it'd be on top of it'd be on top of your kettle like that, and you just hook your hose straight in. I like that design way more. I definitely like that design way more. Well, for the sake of this, I am going to adjust my camera settings. We're going to dumb them down. Let's do 30. Okay. Properties, 30. All right, my stream's back up. Man, technical difficulties tonight with hardware. What a pain. All right, we're back up and running, I think. This was not supposed to, okay. We're gonna get through this, I promise. Yeah, man. I don't know. I can't tell if you guys are in here because of the delay or not, but I'm gonna keep talking to you anyways. Yeah, the elbow, I am very excited about using that. Just the little things in life, man. Just the little things in life. I asked them to send me two of them, and they did. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill this pump with a sanitizer because don't need to do sanitize anymore. She's good. She's good. She's sanitized. And I'm done with the keg. I'm done with the keg washer. Washer, rinser, sanitizer, whatever you want to call it. She is good. So I'm gonna take this off and get back down in there. Of course, the next thing to do is put some beer in that keg. There, you can see that. Hey, you can see that. All right, cool. Are y'all with me? Sorry, y'all keep losing connection. Get out of here. Excellent connection. Now I dropped my frame rates to 30 frames per second versus 60, so had to sacrifice a little video quality there, but whatever. That's the next thing on my list, man. Get a better network uh mesh in my house. I switched internet companies. I went from cable, coax cable to fiber because they put a bunch of fiber lines in my hood not that long ago, and so I thought I'd give that a try. My wife wants a refill on her beer. She doesn't want to be on camera. Yeah, actually, you know what? You won't be on camera at all. Come get you a beer. Yeah, she likes my beer. Ah, psych, you're on camera. Just kidding. You're not on camera. You're not. The camera's here. You're way over here. It is a small space, but it's like ducking and duck shucking and whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it was cutting up. Okay. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. I did hear earlier you said keg washer that was. All right, man, I'm reading the chat here. Said the keg washer that was, and if you like, I do love my keg washer. I love it. It's so basic. It was like $60. I got it. I got it on. Where did I get it? Amazon, maybe? I don't remember where I got it. More beer? I don't. One of those sites. It was a Kegland keg washer. It's just a bucket. I mean, it's just a bucket with a pump in it, with a plumbing piece that comes up the middle. And yeah, man, it's awesome though. Got to lubricate my ring here. This is the part I hate. I hate getting this crap on my hands. It's just sticky, but it gives me a really good seal on my O-ring or my keg lid. So I just grease her up real good. Ugh, hate this stuff. All right, just put sanitary petrol gel lubricant. Same thing as keg lube, basically. So he can sit there all nice and sanitized while I do the rest of this. I know closed transfer is a thing now. Everybody's doing closed transfers. I'm not doing closed transfers. Just not set up for it. These things only hold so much PSI, and I know I've seen people do closed transfers with these SS Brewtech buckets, but I don't know. I've been all right. My beers have always turned out okay. I mean, I haven't had any infections or anything. Just do an open transfer like this. So what I need to do now, speaking of open transfers, I need to sanitize my little hose here. This guy. I just pump a lot of Star Sand through it, spritz her down real good, and then we're good. I also give it a good rinse because, in case there's dust on it or anything that I can't see. But yeah, anyhow, pump a little Star Sand through it. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I'm at the sink, spritzing a crap ton of Star Sand down my hose here and sanitizing the outside of it real good. Anything that's going to touch that beer. So I use Star Sand to sanitize my transfer hose, and I use IO-Star to actually sanitize the keg. And I know people are like, you didn't sanitize that. I did actually sanitize it earlier when I took a sample for the gravity. So don't crucify me. And I got to pop this guy up so I don't suck Star Sand into the boozy booze. All right, there she goes. Just going down in there. And he just kind of pushes it pushes all the oxygen out anyways as it rises, you know. And then when I put it in the kegerator, I do a bunch of um, purging of the keg with CO2 to get all that oxygen out. Sorry, man. Yeah, the ads. That's a Kegland washer, by the way, if I didn't say it earlier. Um, you bitch. Why are you giving me? I ain't dropping you down to 720p. I'm not dropping it down to 720p. That's sacrilegious. Yeah, there's the interruption. It cut to an ad as you started to say where you got the washer. Oh, sorry, man. Are we back? It says we are. I guess I'll let the video catch up. Damn the man. All right. Note to self: fire Easy Fiber or get a better connection. I have a great connection out here though before. Only thing that changed was my internet service. The only thing that changed. So I don't know. I'm not going back though. Catch up, internet. Catch up. Do 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 do. Man, I actually should have said also. Um, I should have said also the. I have a video actually unboxing that washer like a couple of years back. But I've used it, man. I use it a lot. I'll probably every 3 batches or so, I'll actually take the posts off and clean them and re-lubricate them and everything. But normally I don't. Um, I just put it on the washer. It washes the posts out real good. It washes the keg itself and rinses them and sanitizes them. You literally don't have to take the keg apart other than the lid. It's awesome. That shit still ain't caught up. Well, I'm assuming that it's recording over on YouTube and it's just mega delayed. So, anyways, she's filling up slowly. I'm gonna pop the top up here and just take a peek inside. This thing had to have fermented down pretty good. Okay, she's still going. Be right back. Nah, okay. My YouTube studio shows it not moving, but apparently it is. I haven't tasted it yet, man. I have not. Um, she smells fine. Doesn't smell weird. Doesn't smell like usually you know. Usually you know when it things went a little crazy. Yeah. So yeah, usually you know if it yeah. But yeah, she don't doesn't smell funky at all or nothing. It smells like good old beer. Like a little yeasty, but it smells good, you know. Anyway, I was getting a drink of my beer. I'm glad everything's working right now. Um, but anyhow, this is almost done, as you can see. I don't know if you can see, but tilt it a little bit. You see I don't know if you can really even see in there, but she's pretty, she's pretty full. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take this guy, put it over here. Oh yeah, we're getting to the bottom. We are at the, I don't want to shake it up because I don't want to suck up a bunch of yeast either. But I'll show you all the bottom of this fermenter when it's done uh, transferring here. And she's at the top though. There she goes, all the bubbles. There you go. Yeah. Go ahead and kill it. All right. Now what I like to do here is disconnect this tube if I can. Jeez. Usually it doesn't take that much work to get it off. I drain the rest off in there. Just slowly take it out. Give her a little tap, tap, tap over to the sink and quickly put the lid on the keg here. And that's all she wrote, man. I'll put some CO2 on it here in just a minute. I can't do that. I can't do it with y'all because my camera is where the kegerator is. So, all right. That is the inside of the fermenter. A nice little yeast sludge at the bottom there. It don't, yeah, don't, it smells fine. Man, I can't wait to try it. Um, yeah, I can't wait to try that out. But yeah, she went in there good. Y'all getting a look like my little crock shots. Look at my crocs. Look at that. Rocking it old man style up in here. Anyways, let's go back to the main camera here. Oh, before I let you guys go, I will post more about it. I'll probably even do a video on it, or maybe I don't know, live stream, or I'll just do a quick video talking about it once it's conditioned a little bit. That won't be for about a week or two. I don't rush and drink my beers right away. I usually like to let them sit for a little bit. Um, but yeah, it she smells fine. I'm not worried about it. I don't have any worries. Now, there have been a couple beers that I knew well, as soon as I opened the fermenter, something went wrong, you know, or I suspected something went wrong. There wasn't going to be an amount of spice or flavor, anything that was going to make those beers good. So, all right. Well, anyways, man, that's all I got, guys. I'm going to clean this up. Um, and stay tuned on here when I post a video about the beer, and I'll talk about it like I usually do. And you know, this one went correct. overall. Like it went exactly according to how the book said it would, other than I did ferment down gravity wise lower by 7 points, and I was 1 point higher. So it's hotter than what they say it should have been in that book. But the Christmas beer out of that book went completely wrong, and it actually turned out just fine. I lost some gravity points, I lost some ABV, and I'm pretty sure I lost some malt profile in it, but it still tastes really nice. It's very Christmassy. So, anyways, man, y'all take care, and we'll try to do more of these as time goes on. And I'm gonna do some videos now between these live streams because I need to get some videos done too. So cheers guys. I'll see you soon.